and it's just me here at the moment. I assume it is here. I noticed the Carnegie was. Oh, I recognise the Scouse accent.
Let's make sure when somebody gets up to speak, get right up close so you can hear them.
Well, I'm being dictated to already. He's literally just turned up, and I'm all with.
Good evening, people. Freedom!
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
All right. All right.
So we want some up close and personal tonight.
What are we discussing?
Well, I'm gonna be discussing the fact that they can't back their claim of a climate crisis again.
I'm going to tell them about the whole summons procedure.
The what?
I'm going to explain to them that the whole summons procedure is a con. And that they're breaking acts and statutes. And somebody needs to be held liable for, from what we've researched, all these summons that are being sent out to the locals are not actually coming from the court, they're coming from the council itself, which is illegal and unlawful.
It's fraudulent, really, isn't it?
It's fraudulent, yeah. So we're going to ask the councillors about that tonight. Find out, A, if they know about it, and if not, B, will they look into it? Because if they don't, then I'm going to put them on notice for being part of the fraud.
Okay, cool. What about you, Jeff? What are you doing anything today? Or are you just here to spectate like
you
me?
asked them if they're going to resign. You remember?
Well, yeah, I can do, yeah. So, because obviously the elections, they've put a kibosh on for
I think that trumps everything I'm going to say.
Yeah, so then, yeah, I'm going to see if they're going to
I'll
resign.
send mine an email.
Since there's no elections taking place in past year, so that's what
No, that's good. That's good. And Bob, so you're doing your climate crisis?
Yeah, I'm just gonna have a chat with them about that. You know.
That's it. Oh, I've been told not to get someone on there, which is just like telling somebody. You know when you say to hang on, you know when you say to a child, "Oh, don't do that."
Then
Okay, right. So how are you then? Nah, I'll be good. I'll be good.
Is with the audio, so try and get as close as you can to whoever's speaking.
Yeah, I should be able to pick you up. The issue I won't get is their response.
Well, should we go in and ask them if they'll change the speakers?
Can we?
Yeah.
Go on, that'd be quite interesting. Okay, look, we're now kicking off. By the way, for those who have just joined us, we are at the Thetford Guildhall for the Thetford Town Council meeting. So that's why we're here.
So there's two brothers.
I know we're stood still.
Billy or Jimmy, I don't know.
So what's everyone been up to today?
No, Billy's older.
Oh, we're going in. Just waiting to sign in. I just realised I'm using the wrong hand. I'm left-handed. Yeah. Nice one, thank you.
And sometimes we
Yeah, well, I'm looking at, I'm not looking at, I'm putting, I want to do Saturday or Saturday. bit of quality like me as well. So yeah, that's it is. I initially when I went there, I went to the warehouse on the day, but I'm going back and they didn't.
Just so you know, I probably will only stay for the questions because it's my little boy's birthday tomorrow and he's on a school trip for 3 days. I don't know, my car needs a new head gasket and so I need to source a car for Friday, I should imagine. I need to source a car for Friday. Oh, it's exciting, isn't it?
Sorry, Shafty.
Well, I've been fasting and I've lost half a stone. Oh, it's just over a week.
No, he said we each coming up. Something like that.
Meeting starts at 7, so just hang in there. And please don't moan about the audio, because you know this hall is renowned for being echoey and horrible. But I will try and get up to the speakers. Or I might let Jeff become cameraman.
17 tickets in the last couple of days.
Oh yeah, that's good. I'm now starting to promote it on the podcast.
Liverpool stand in the park yesterday. Spoke to George and George at least, and there'll be quite a few of them coming down. Bulgy shoes, definitely.
Oh, is he?
He's definitely.
That's good.
So we've got Kimberly.
Yeah, I've heard she's coming. And Kimberly Isherwood.
Kimberly
Isherwood. And the Welsh lady who does the child.
I'll see if Kat wants to speak. Carl, you know what I mean?
Very good.
Yeah. So, we're doing that. But they're going to bring their lot down anyway. So we're going, so then we'll do
With the red car.
Tony. Yeah, Tony Woodley.
Who is the time?
Yeah, you have to stand at the bed, right? And turn up with...
Do you remember when people used to wear watches? It's been incredible, isn't it? What's the time? What's the time? Is it?
So you've been on 18th and 19th of July.
You see the film, you film up there?
Was that up yesterday?
I had him singing, but I took that off now. Yes, it was. No, he's done a cracking film about what's going on. Sort of stuck down now.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. Oh, Zach's at the door. Zach's at the door.
That's it, yeah.
he come in?
Right, people, that's Zach, and Zach's been banned from the council and is now at the door.
Who's going first?
Got me go. Okay.
Anyone else? There's two out there. Can't hear a thing.
Last time that. Just want to ask, since they put a halt to the elections for this next year, does that mean that you're all going to stand down from being on the council? Sorry?
Absolutely nothing to do with the town council whatsoever. That's just president and all. Nothing to do with us.
Are they standing
Well, it is. It's to do with all of you, isn't it? Yourselves and Raylan and
It's nothing, absolutely nothing to do with the town council, the town council's march alone runs from 2027. Yeah.
well, I don't think that was the case, but that's all you
If anything, the devolution will be better affected.
You think so?
The mayor's just said that if anything, devolution will be better for Thetford.
Okay, there's your warm up.
Apologies for not being here since November. But anyway, so coming off of the last time I was here, over Christmas I sent 3 people at the table here information to back my claim that there isn't a climate emergency. So hopefully they looked at that and took it away and read up on it. And yourself, Chris, you said that you was going to look into it and come back to me in January. But obviously I wasn't here. So first of all, did you look into it?
Yes, I have, and I will have a discussion with you at some other later date, not in the building.
So you've gained enough information to back your claim that there is a climate emergency?
I'm more than happy.
Can you just say yes or no? Have you got enough evidence to back your claim that there's a climate emergency?
I'm more than happy with my stance.
So you won't say yes, you won't say no?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so basically, off the back of the fact that you're now declaring that you haven't got enough evidence to back your claim on
Never
the
said
climate
that.
emergency.
What I said was, I'm
Can I have
more
a
than
yes?
happy with my stance.
Can I just have a yes or a no? Have you got the evidence? You've had 4 months.
I'm more than happy with what I've learned.
The mayor won't say yes, he's happy with the evidence that he's seen. He's saying he's more than happy. He won't say yes or no.
Provided with anything. So, in the absence of that situation, are you, as a town council, between now and the next town council meeting, going to de-escalate and retract your declaration that there is a climate emergency?
That won't be down to me. That's not my decision myself. We've already made our stance perfectly clear.
Yeah, I know you've made your stance, but have you got anything to back your stance? Because that seems to be where there's a problem.
Okay.
It's like a court case. If you walked into court and said, I declare there's a climate emergency, the judge would say, can you provide us with the evidence? And you'd say, well, no, I haven't got any. We'd off you out of court, wouldn't we?
Okay.
And that's where we're at.
Right. As I said, I will have a conversation with yourself. Take and sort out.
I'd rather it be in the public.
No.
Thank you very much. That speaks volumes. Thank you very much.
I can say to you back at the time, I would speak to you personally. Not
You was going to look into it and come back to me in January.
personally. I said I would meet with you personally.
This is a council issue. A climate emergency was declared by the council. You all raised your hands. We watched you do it. And you, I saw you middle finger me.
Right, David, please explain.
And I'll be happy to raise my hand again.
Right, anyone else, please? Mark?
Mr. Chairman, I was going to ask you a question about all the strange people walking around affected at the minute. We've got loads of Romanians, I've got people from Africa. There's just loads of strange people I've never seen before. I've ascertained that they're not on holiday, and I was going to ask you questions about it, but I've decided not to tonight, and whether we may need a militia in the future. But I'll save that for another meeting. My question tonight is reference to what I said last time, and that was where we stopped the local debt collectors taking money by menaces away from a constituent in the town. I remember last time I couldn't get an answer off any of the councillors, but what I did get was I got the town clerk trying to sort it out, which I didn't actually think would take place. It's down to the councillors to sort these questions out and do the research. And the town clerk can advise you, but the town clerk shouldn't be taking the lead in the meeting like she did last time. So I didn't get an answer to that question about the debt collectors. So what I did was, I did some digging around the town since the last meeting. And there's various people who received summons off the council for non-payment of council tax. And it turns out, on speaking to the court, that the court in Norwich knows nothing about this summons. And it turns out that the summons is fake. Now what we've done is we've done a bit more digging, and we find out that the summons is fake, and what the council is actually doing, it's hiring the court privately, and it's hiring a magistrate privately. Now this is what's happening at Brecon at the minute. And it's all fake. Now if somebody doesn't turn up to the court, they then procure what's called a fake liability order. For those who don't know what that is, that's a three-way contract between the person who hasn't paid, the council, and who the debt's being handed over to. Now the liability order is not being produced, and you can't come after somebody for debt without that order. So at the minute, what we've done is we've found out everything from Brecon is a fake at the minute. Now, the employees at Brecon and the councillors who know this, they're committing a number of offences under the Local Government Act 1988. Now, this is getting quite serious. Now, I do have what laws are being broken under the Local Government Act here, and I'm sure the clerk will find them out for you. But most of it is under section 78, paragraph 2. And I won't read out what's being broken, but that's being broken at the minute by Brecon. They're also breaking the Administration of Justice Act 1970, part 5. I'll just give you a bit of it. It says a person commits an offence if with the object of coercing another person to pay money claimed from the other as debt due to a contract, and there is no contract, he is in trouble if he harasses to the demand.
Okay, Mark, that's for 3 minutes. Sorry, Mark.
I'm going to finish.
No, that's for 3 minutes.
No,
The answer to that is,
I want to read from the councillors. I need you to do your due diligence, and I need you to find out if these crimes that are being conducted by Brecon Council.
time is up.
You've got to give me an answer.
The time is you have to speak to Brecon
You've
District
got to give me an answer.
Council.
Don't read it off a bit of paper. I'll just ask you a question.
The Brecon District Council are the ones you have to speak to, and the police about the summons. There's absolutely nothing.
No, I'm asking you as the town council. This is your residents who are being harassed by the crimes of government. I want to know what you councillors are going to do about it. I just told you where to bring it to
Sit down, please.
No, I won't sit down. I want an answer. You can't just put me off for 3 minutes because you're uncomfortable. Answer the question. We need some answers off these councillors. You can't just sit there and hide behind a 3-minute watch. It's out of order, and I'm not sitting down. You'll have to get the police. I want some sort of answer to this question.
They're not good enough, Mark. They don't know. They're not good enough.
David, just.
Can I just ask,
You're not good
what
enough.
kind of answer are you looking for?
Well, I've just told you.
Because
I've just told you
talking
that.
about the Finance Act of 1988, the councillors would
The Administration of Justice Act, the Local Government Act, that's just two. There's the Fraud Act I haven't gone into. Now, this is what I'm finding out, and what people are better to find out, that people are coming to their houses and demanding money, and they're looking gone up to Brackwood and it's gone up to Norfolk Council from what we can see.
So what would you like us to do about it as a council?
Well, before we start taking our own lawful action, we'd like to see the councillors looking into this and telling us what Thetford Council thinks. Is this true or is it false? So from what we can see, it's true. There's nothing being perpetrated at the highest levels.
We will look into it, but I can assure you, if any resident comes to me with any issues, I will help them as much as I can.
No, it's only the Brackwood councils want to say it. Because that's where the police administrators are.
Time's up now.
There's one thing, we're going to get an answer there, but I'll give way after that.
That's it. Thank you.
Well, let them say something and I'll go.
I will when you sit down.
Well, I'm listening to him, I won't
But
hear.
if you're here sitting there,
What's that? What's he saying over there?
Must he...
Mark, can you just sit down, please? Thank you.
right.
So, if any...
You can have your hand up. Gordon had his hand up first.
Pardon?
Gordon had his hand up first.
Oh, right, sorry.
So good evening, Council. I'd like to thank personally you, Chris, for helping me out yesterday with a problem to Two Sisters factory. I've since been back to the resident who put the complaint to me, but she put it to the wrong person. But can I say, I've been back to her, told her what's been looked into, and they're all happy with what you've done. Thank you very much.
I can assure you, I'm going to press that and will not let you ride. I'll come back with yourselves, we'll do a visit to the site and have a look.
Yeah.
Not
And I shall go back again this week and next week to make sure that it hasn't happened again.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I've lived in this town for longer than most of you.
I'm local, but
Well, let me just say something, all right? I've been at town council meetings. I'm seeing members of the council making gestures to the public. All right? If we'd have made gestures like that, you would have rang the police. Well, that gentleman there would have definitely rang the police. All right? You don't even apologise, do you? You made gestures to people in the public. No, that gentleman there. All right? This man here never faces the public, but makes a load of gestures.
yes.
Yeah, there's another gesture.
Okay,
Yeah, you're making gestures. You don't even talk to the people. People are asking you, alright, for your input. And you nod and say, I'm going to speak. No, let me finish. Let me finish. No, I haven't had 3 minutes yet. Because this man will tell you. No. See, this is what we do. When you don't like what people say, you all sort of bring up. What you should do is listen to the people. And I think you would be a lot better. At the moment, you're very, very weak. Alright? And you let us down badly. So stop making gestures and speak to people that deserve better than what you do.
I must admit.
Don't keep looking, mate.
Excuse me, David, I must admit, I haven't seen the gestures. If I'd have seen them, I can assure you I would have done something.
No, you would have sent me out.
I haven't seen them.
Yes, you would have done. If I'd have made a gesture, you would have sent me out.
I didn't see it. I could.
Well, you should watch your people. Because these people here don't make those gestures.
All right, thank you. Councillor Bingley. Yeah, Councillor Bingley. Okay.
Thank you, Chair. Sorry, to answer your question, I'm
I didn't ask a question, I was telling you.
Would you give me the decency to speak?
Do you want me to stand there while you talk to me?
If you wish to.
Yeah, I think you should. Yeah. I think you should.
I'm not demanding anything.
No, you won't.
I don't demand anything.
No, go on.
I do talk to the people in the town
Yeah.
on a regular basis.
Not
I
me.
may not talk to you, I don't bump into you.
No.
But I do talk to people in the town, and I'm sure that most of the councillors do.
Really?
So your perception that we don't talk to the public is wrong.
Well, every meeting I've been to, and people have asked a simple question, like Bob asked, Yes or no? You can't get any more simple than that. And the mayor says, I'll speak to you later. That's what that is where you let yourself down. You should be answering questions. As simple, yes or no. You couldn't even answer that.
Thank you, Paul. Okay. Right, let's come back just quickly.
Sorry, we do talk to our constituents on a regular basis, and it isn't just at council meetings.
Well, I've lived in here since the 70s, and I've never had a councillor talk to me.
Okay. Councillor Mann.
Yeah, thank you for your question. I do take a slight objection to the fact you say we don't talk to residents. Every Saturday for the past probably 3 months now, I've been out 2 hours canvassing, knocking on doors. You usually get around 70 to 80 people every Saturday. I think that's a much better representation of the people of Thetford than 9 individuals sitting in here. Thank you.
We can see you don't like us.
So why don't we get answers then? Why don't we get answers?
Just to make you aware, when a council puts a hand up, it means we're going to answer you. We're asking permission to be addressed next. So
I'm talking first.
No,
I was talking.
I've not finished.
I was
The
talking.
next thing I'm going to say is that our meeting is recorded, so should the councillor have made a gesture, we will review it. And the third thing I'm going to say is, Mark can come and ask questions all he wants. It's an open forum, that's fine. You cannot expect us to answer if we don't know the context of the questions. That was a lot of information that Mark threw at us there. If he wants a well-formed answer, he needs to email it to us. I've never received an email from anyone. I'm not one of the 3 people who got. I've never received an email from anyone.
No.
You cannot expect us to have a well-formed opinion. My background's healthcare and HR. I don't have a clue about this stuff. If you want an answer, give me the time to get that answer. No, I'm done, thank you.
No, mate. Bob asked the mayor a question 4 months ago. He still never answered it.
I've been asking for over a year.
That's all we've wanted, yes or no answers.
594/24, to confirm the minutes of the extraordinary full council meeting held on the 11th of March. All those in favour?
So that is the question time for the public finished. And so I will probably go now.
595/24, town council representatives of
So,
the bodies and the county council.
I hope you enjoyed that.
Councillor James isn't here, but
I'll
she's
catch you
sent
later.
through a report.
Look
We
after
shall
yourselves.
read
Take
it.
care. Bye for now.
Right. Further to last month's update on the 30-mile MPH road looks to be painted